Good morning. This is episode 9 of Mountain Horse Studios, one of the last 2 tests, so to speak, before I really just try to roll. The last 9 episodes or last 8 episodes have been about me trying to learn the skill sets to be able to do this. And as I thought about it, I have no other way but to just kind of steam forward, learn as I go, and then review the video and post it. And for a long time, I debated whether I actually post this stuff because it's so crappy. But I guess for my own purposes, it's the process. If I record the video and just look at it, it's not quite the same effect as putting yourself out there and punching it out and knowing it's crap. And just being able to embrace it and accept it and try to constantly move forward a little bit at a time. So I'm looking at everything from my speech patterns to the words I repeat to my posture to the content to the layout of the videography, if you could call the shit I'm doing videography. But I'm enjoying it. It's, beginner's mind stuff. If you're looking to move into any novelty in your life, meaning what I mean by that is do anything new with the intention to acquire sufficient skill at it, you're going to suck. I suck at this bad. Really, really bad. I look at it right now and I laugh at it, but sometimes I do reflect and go, oh my God, what am I doing? This is so shitty. When it comes to social media, I guess for myself is I just don't worry about it, or at least I try not to get caught up in it. I'm not doing it to be bring attention to myself, but really to try to gain a skill set so I can present better on topics that interest me, and then share those topics. And maybe a little bit in episode 9, I'm trying to share that is that one of the topics that interests me is novelty, and acquiring new skills that benefit my life, and that I can share with other people, and in some way, small way, makes our relationship a little bit better or more interesting or more fun. And doing that novelty stuff, yeah, geez, it's hard to embrace it when it's so bad, but again, you have to embrace the suck, and suck this does. When I review it, I look for elements of facial expressions and stuff. It just seems really unnatural to talk in front of the camera. And the more edits I make, the more unnatural it seems to get, is because I'm not being authentically me. I'm really trying to play a role, and I don't want to do that. I don't want this to be anything produced that feels commercial in any way. In far as this isn't authentically me, or authentically what I'm presenting the best to my abilities. So I don't like the rehearsed stuff. I really enjoy podcasts and conversations, whether they be podcasts or video logs, that are natural and they're not scripted and they're not whole wow. There's a lot of media out there now that some of it's really good. One of the guys I really like is Liberal Redneck. He's fantastic. I like how he presents. I like his little slant on things. And he does a great job of entertaining and educating. I don't know where I'll be on that paradigm by the end of it, but I've given myself 100 episodes, and I'm coming up to 10%, and I still suck. But there's a couple of things I really enjoy. This is the intro. Just that came about spontaneously. It took 5 minutes. We recorded it. I couldn't get over the track, and I couldn't get over how good the sound matched what I had in my head of the type of sound I would like to have an intro for on the podcast, and with a bit of a Spanish Western flavor, I guess. something that wasn't full on Western, but had this kind of groove to it, and it turned out just fantastic. So when I'm recording this, I'm very conscious of saying stuff like and wow seems to be my go-to word, and a few others for sure, and trying to correct it and get my ability to present a little smoother, I guess. It's hard looking at yourself, but for me, at the very least, I hope to improve on my presentation skills and my ability to deliver interesting content, whether this be, here with Mountain Horse Studios, or anywhere else in my life, whether it be business or presenting in other topics that maybe I'm a little bit more knowledgeable about, that I can present it in a way that captivates and inspires in some way. Because I think inspiration is really important. I'm in no way implying that I'm inspiring right now, because I'm not. What I'm inspiring myself to do is try to get good at this and not worry about looking like a fool while I do it. And that's a bit of a trick. Every once in a while, I'll post something, and I was like, "Oh my God, why did I do that?" I got it, especially the guitar playing. I think about that now. Jeez. But that's I guess insecurities, the fact that it sucks crap. But nonetheless, it's part of the process of trying to get to where I want to get to, and really inspiring people to get out and connect with nature in innovative, novelty ways, perhaps, that they aren't currently doing. Maybe not novelty to humanity, but novelty to them, because I guess science has proven that learning new skill sets and applying yourself to difficult tasks is good for the brain, it's good for the body, and it's good for our souls. And so it's important to me to keep on growing and taking on new tasks. And every 5 years or so, I'll pick a topic that interests me, that I have a bit of a passion for, that I want to move forward to, that I know nothing about whatsoever, such as this podcast, and try to get good at it. I've done it with kiteboarding, I did it with martial arts, and I did it with the horses. I'm still growing. No way trying to present myself as an expert, because I'm not. But I'm trying to present myself in a way that maybe someone else looks at this that's curious about horses, or used to have a background in horsemanship, and wants to get out there, or someone that's just like, oh geez, I never really thought about that, but that's pretty cool. How can I get out there and enjoy this? And one of the few places, and there's a couple of really cool places, but this being so close to Vancouver, unique opportunity for Vancouverites and anyone traveling to this part of the world to come out here and connect with horses and nature, that I think is pretty rare, just by the nature of the guides here, the property, and the horses that we have. We keep on hearing Diamond Head Ranch gets incredible views, and I'm not bashful in promoting it, because I learned here, continue to learn here, and want to see it thrive and be here a long time for other people to enjoy horses and a space to connect with them. And we hope to expand our programs to not only just be trail rides, they're varying difficulty and skill sets required, but also, venturing off and learning programs, and, we run kids camps, and like to actually experiment in some small way working with people with PTSD and horses. And one of the things I have to do is stop saying but whoa, it's hard to get rid of those. So again, this is the shitty one, so I'm not going to edit this out. When we get into the next ones, hopefully after 9 and 10, I'm going to reset myself every time it's kind of crappy, and really try to present something that's of quality, without too much edits, and like I said, without coming across as overly produced, which I think is probably impossible right now, but something that seems very authentic, and everything you're seeing isn't this commercialized crap that we see today. But to do it, like I said, and I encourage anyone to do it. And I see it with my friends. I see it with myself. Anytime you want to take on something new, it's scary as shit. You do have to deal with yourself, your own insecurities as far as putting yourself out there and making yourself vulnerable, so to speak, more from yourself than your friends. But as far as criticism goes, or just embarrassment, but getting there. I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable every day in front of the camera. And so hopefully this goes as well as I plan. I'm sticking with the mission. I'm doing 100, and we'll see how it all turns out in the end after 100. I really hope, and I'm aspiring to be good at this, and make Mountain Horse Studios an organization full of young, talented people, or just talented people. I'm not particularly young, but that really want to make a difference in the world, and want to use media to change some of the stuff. TV's dead. Anyone who's still watching TV, you got to get off it. It's such a waste of time. It's one of the best things. About a decade or more ago, really, started turning off the TV in the summertime to ensure that you just didn't waste the beautiful day indoors or doing anything. And it doesn't matter if it's wasting 15 minutes or an hour. It's just, life's too short to be watching TV and watching commentary or imaginations about some other people's lives that don't even exist. I do enjoy entertainment, but I think you need to be selective, because you're just being bombarded, and that is influencing the way we think, our stress levels, and our desire and greed for more, and none of it fills that void. There is, for myself, speaking for myself, stuff doesn't last long. I remember buying my new car and thinking, wow, I really love this car. This is fantastic. Cheap, actually. And I remember thinking to myself, how long will it take before this just becomes another car just like my old one? It took 2 weeks. That was it. So blow 30 grand, drop it on a new Jeep or whatever it was. And you get about 2 weeks of pleasure out of it. And besides that, it's not much better than your old car as far as the emotional response you get to it. Unless you're one of those sick fucks who think that driving a vehicle or showing off your shit is a big part of your presence in life. But it's not what I aspire to. I like nice stuff. I like nice cars. I like a lot of stuff, but it has no attachment to who I am. It's an appreciation for the art and workmanship or technology that's gone into it, and it reflects nothing on me, so to speak, outside of I like this stuff. It's it could be. I'm slowly getting into archery. It's been a long, slow process. I was going to say arduous, but it's not arduous. It's just that I've got so many passions that you have to be careful which ones you choose to get good at. Some stuff I'll just be mediocre at. There's a few things that I'm not accepting to be mediocre at, and one is public speaking, if this is public speaking. And two, when I get into archery, I want to get good at it because I want to hunt and I want to be ethical and get a clean shot or a clean kill, and that's important to me, and it's just the right way to hunt. So I want to be good at it, not for those reasons, and I think there's something quite zen about it. I still love rifles. I hunt with a 30-30 and 45-70 government, I guess, and saying that I'm hunting with it means that I've been in a couple of seasons. So in no way claiming that I'm an expert hunter with a 30-30, but I do love the guns, and it's Western, and can't explain it, but I just fell in love with lever actions. So, that's a little bit about bracing the suck. I just woke up this morning going, oh God, I got to do episode 9 today. What am I going to talk about? And, this is what I was thinking about, is this just sucks. And how can I express myself and say something about it? Because I think it's an important aspect in our lives that we have to get good at, is embracing our own suck in life. Things that we suck at that we want to get good at. And you have to go through the process. There's no shortcuts. There's no way of getting great overnight. You start off where everyone else starts off. You suck at it, and you suck at it, and you suck at it, and slowly you get better and better and better. And I remember that with kiteboarding. I think kiteboarding had one of the steepest learning curves ever, and it starts off very, very, very arduous, especially a decade and a bit ago. I think it's gotten a little bit better with the new gear and instructors and so on, but everyone sucked at that sport in the beginning, and in Squamish and the spit there. Very quickly over the years, we had some of the best riders for a while, at least in Canada. And it was all part of the passion and the ability to go out there and really start enjoying things that you're not good at, and applying yourself because you're so determined and so interested in getting good at it. And that's what this is for me. So that's it today. It's really about embracing the suck, looking at the camera for myself, looking at the camera, trying to keep my facial expressions normal, and that's it. Hope in some small way this is of interest to one or two. But until next time, this is episode 9, Mountain Horse Studios. I really appreciate the people that do view this and keep track of me and come up to me and chat about it every once in a while, and let me know what they think. It's great, and no way am I thinking that I'm good at it, but any luck, I'll get there. So bye for now. Until next time.
This is Mountain Horse Studios.